Hi everyone, it's Relica and I'm back with number 11, Camporee. It looks like this one is going to be about all of the rival camps facing off against each other, so I'm thinking maybe we'll see some old faces in this episode. Um, Maybe the girls from the girl camp. And I already forgot the names of those other guys. It's the Flower Scouts and, what were they called? The Woodchucks or something? Anyway, I'm thinking that it's going to be against them because what other camps have we seen in this series? Unless they surprise us and totally introduce some new characters. Anyway, there's only one way to find out.
Coffee, black, now! Huh?
Morning, Max.
What the hell's going on? We're in line for breakfast.
That's like me in the morning,
Is
except
anyone
I put a
serving
whole
breakfast?
ton of milk in
think
mine.
so.
And no one thought to question anything. Look, man, I'm a sheep. I don't ask questions.
Good morning, children. Guess who's got two thumbs, diplomatic immunity, and is here to host the annual Lake Lilac Camporee?
This is
This
bad.
guy.
So do we get breakfast or?
Yeah. Max, that would be my expression too. And I would also have been the kid that would have been like, where the hell is my pancakes and bacon? I wouldn't still be standing in that line.
There's endless possibilities, and no, that's not hyperbole. Our motto's Campe Diem, and that means I'm telling you. We've got archery, hiking, search and rescue, biking, horseback training that'll save you a heart attack, scuba diver mining, keeping it with rhyming, football, English, science, hunting, food, spaceships, treasure hunting, bomb diffusion, no refusal, fantasy, circus, trapeze, and fighting, goats and gates and snakes and knives and chess and different ways to serve them.
The
Yep.
Lake Lilac Camporee is today, and that means you little rascals will be competing in a series of 15 events, all of which will
And
be
we got
submitted
the
by the
quartermaster in
participating
this
summer
episode
camps.
too.
The
Awesome.
first 5 will be brought to us by Flower Scout Troop 789. The next 5 submitted by our neighbors, the Wood Scouts. And the
Which,
last
how did
5
Max
presented by
escape
my
from
very
them? We
own
never got
Camp
shown
Terrible
this.
Campers.
David, what the hell? No one told us about this.
We've literally been telling you about it every day for weeks.
Yeah, but we never listen to you guys. Put up flyers or something.
So, like, what do we get if we win?
Great question, little Sally.
Sasha.
Whatever. We brought in a panel of 3 unbiased judges, all of whom are more than qualified to score your performances.
The troop with the highest score at the end of the day will go home with the coveted Camporee trophy, a year's supply of s'mores, and have their picture featured on the front page of the Sleepy Peak Times Metropolitan section.
Well, don't care about that shit. You want to throw this whole thing in roast dance with a magnifying glass? That's what I like about you, Neil. You get me.
Excuse me, Mr. Campbell. Might I suggest we raise the stakes?
Oh no.
Whiteman, what do you have in mind, sport?
If Troop 818 wins this year's Camporee, Camp Kimball will surrender its grounds and campers to the Wood Scouts.
Well, that is ridiculous.
And what if we win?
Sir, you can't possibly.
We hand over all earnings from our yearly popcorn sales.
Darn it, Eddie, you know I've got a crippling gambling addiction. So of course we accept.
What?
Let's Campe Diem!
This will not end well.
All right, gang. We don't want to end up with the Wood Scouts at the end of the day, so I need you all to work together. It's the only chance we have at winning this thing.
It's a bunch of prissy little girls. How bad can their challenge be?
Excuse me. The Flower Scouts' first challenge will be a tap-to posture and proper walking form.
How do I have a feeling this is going to be an obstacle?
Let's
Yep.
start with the beginner's course. As a show of good faith.
What is in that? That is that acid? Well, at least Nikki made it.
Well, it's not like the others can do any better.
Your sacrifice will not be in vain, Stefan Van Petrol!
Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Thank you.
Wow.
that's the end of round 1.
Well, it's not like they can win every other challenge.
And that's the end of round 5. Let's pick up the pace, campers. I want me some popcorn money.
And I want to see you all in Wood Scout uniforms.
Yo, David. I think I speak for all of us when I say I don't want to become some fascist militant peon.
He does not speak for all of us.
What's the plan?
Look, kids, I'm telling you, if you just work together and really start trusting one another, you can accomplish anything.
Boo! Give us actual advice!
What she
I
said.
can't save you now, Campbell campers. Now begins the Wood Scouts' march to glory. Maneuvering the treacherous waters of the wilderness is an integral part of survival. Therefore, your first challenge is to row out to Spooky Island and back.
Oh, that's a great cardio. And low impact.
Do we have anyone here for rowing camp?
I can do it! Let me get at the boat.
Go.
Stroke. Stroke. Stroke.
And I was rooting for you, Nikki.
Wait.
You don't know what you're doing, do you?
Okay. Now wait.
Well, it's not like they can win every other.
You should really stop jinxing it.
Son of a bitch! Nothing to worry about. We just, gotta believe in ourselves.
Nope, we're boned.
Fear not, sweet Gwendolyn. Once you work for the Wood Scouts, the only man you'll have to deal with in your life is me.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Campers, where? That fucking trophy!
How the hell do we do that?
Like overcoming our differences and working together.
No, shut up. You are not going to work together.
We're not?
No, you're all terrible at it. But we've got something they don't.
Subpar indoor plumbing.
We've got the most bizarre collection of campers with niche talents and ridiculously specific skill sets Lake Lilac has ever seen.
They could use that to their
And
advantage,
subpar
actually.
indoor plumbing.
What is this?
Round 11. Create a stable
boy.
batch of nitroglycerin. Wait,
Only
what?
you, Neil.
Start sciencing.
Okay. It's just like baking, ladies.
Nitrogen. Oxygen? No. Petrol. Wait.
Done.
Round 12. Illusion.
Did he ever learn how to bring it back? The platypus
Motorcycle
returns!
repair.
Destroy the one rail power. Round 15. Cross-species communication.
That's impossible.
Well, you better make it possible quickly. I believe that what Nikki really wanted to be when she came to this camp was a dog.
Campbell wins.
100 XP for everyone.
Well, I think we all learned a valuable lesson today.
Don't ever work together.
No,
Yeah, things really seemed to turn around when we each just did our own thing.
but guys, that's a really narrow-minded way of looking at things.
David, no one cares.
Great work today, counselors. Thanks to you, I made $50. Well, back to
Really?
Thailand.
All of that was
Apparently
for
they need running
$50?
water. I don't get it. You guys are doing fine.
Dude, you are a greedy fuck.
I hate this place.
Down, boy.
Nothing can ever just go right for David. Ever.
No one cares.
I just don't get it. I loved summer camp as a kid. What changed? That's it.
What is that?
A sparrow.
Okay. Well, go team individuality. I kind of like the little message behind that one actually. Teamwork is important, but I find that sometimes in a lot of cartoons and shows, um, relying on yourself and your individual talents isn't always stressed nearly as strongly or as often as the working together as a group thing is. So I think it's kind of cool that when they finally diverged and went off on their own and utilized their own special skill set, they were able to crush the others. Um, I would take a group of people that were maybe not all good at the same thing, but good at a bunch of different skills, than one group that's just good at one skill set any day. The possibilities and the potential for creativity just seems greater. Um, I'm kind of bummed, to be honest with you. Not about the episode. I loved the episode. I loved getting to see the old characters be brought back. But I'm looking at episode 12 now, and that's gonna be the last episode, and I don't want it to be the last episode. And to tell you the truth, I kind of powered through these, and now I kind of wish I hadn't in a way, but I mean, I guess it's great because I'll have a lot of good videos to upload now, but I don't want it to end. Please tell me they're making a season 2. I need to find out if they're making a season 2 of this. I really hope that they continue with Camp Camp. Because with Ruby, don't get me wrong, Ruby is great and everything, but sometimes we need a break from the seriousness. Ruby can get, it's not quite as light-hearted as it was in the first 2 volumes, and I'm okay with that. I actually am okay with it getting a little bit darker, getting to be a little bit more of a grown-up story because the characters in that show are growing up. But I like to have something light-hearted like this on the side to be able to watch. And there aren't too many things like that on my bucket list that I have right now. I'm really picky about the comedy stuff that I watch. It's not that I don't like comedy, I guess you could say I have a very selective sense of humor. Um, stuff that make other people laugh, I just kind of deadpan at, and other things, weird shit like this is what makes me laugh. So again, I'm kind of a little sad that it's coming to a close, and I'm on the last episode after this. But maybe they will make a season 2. In fact, I'm gonna have to go look that up when I close this video. Anyway, I'll see you on episode 12, and then cry a lot, because that'll be the end of Camp Camp for a while.